Hi. Hey, Russ here. I just want to talk about the coronavirus and some of my thoughts about it. I think the government is kind of mishandling this, or, and I don't understand why. When it comes to this virus, we've kind of got past the point of infection. So, what we really need to be concentrating on now, I think, in the general public, is we need to really take a closer look at who has the antibodies in their system. That means that they've had the virus and now they're over it and they are immune to it. We need to be tracking that, quite honestly. Why are we still tracking the infections? At that rate, we don't need to, that doesn't even matter anymore. Most of these people are not even getting sick when they have it. The only thing we need to really watch as far as the infection rates is the hospitalization penetration. And by that I mean how many beds are being taken by coronavirus sick people, and how many of those pass away, and how many of those actually become cured. That they over time they finally get better. So the real problem here is they're not even looking at the antibodies. They're really only looking at the infestation side of things. And that's not helping them at all. In fact, honestly, I think that the American people should stop testing for the virus voluntarily. Obviously, you still need to test if you're sick or for some strange reason you think you truly are infected, then you should test. But those should be actually unusual, and they should be having these facilities, testing facilities around testing for the antibodies. Now, maybe they could do both the infestation, the if you're infected or not, and if you have the antibodies or not. Those two together might give us more information, but the problem is that the local governments, and by local I mean some of the county and down in the cities, and even at the state level, there are a lot of people that are abusing the coronavirus infection rate to shut down businesses, and they're doing it arbitrarily. The people of the state of California and probably New York, in my opinion, they should stop testing, voluntary testing for the virus. They should demand only to be tested for the antibodies. That way they know when they've reached herd immunity, because that's the next phase of what's going on here. And we should base a lot of what we do based on where the infestation has already been, and why aren't we doing more to figure out where it has been so we know what areas we can open up more safely. That it just seems to all make more sense to me. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts about this. I don't really like to get political. This is not about politics. This is about how to handle a pandemic. And I think that some reason, I think that they're really too focused on one aspect of it. They need to broaden that out. So, if you have any thoughts about this, let me know. If you like this video, or even if you disliked it, hit that button. Let me know. Most importantly, though, please come back, because I have a feeling that this subject is not done, and hopefully we'll have a grown-up conversation about what we can do to overcome this pandemic long term. And I think that at this point, herd immunity and monitoring that is just as important as trying to figure out who is getting sick from it. And it's not being done. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have a good conversation about this. Thanks, and you'll see me again.